Join me, Elizabeth Marshall, as we take a road trip through the South African psyche, taking you to the edge of society's norms and beyond. It's time for Tales from the Edge. I've wondered sometimes what it must be like to live without food on the table, being unable to supply for my family. Would I resort to stealing? Let's investigate in the next chapter as it's off to work they go.
Batali bami vele bashona. Nginala bekangikhulisa ngakhuliswa ngogogo vele. Ya ngoba vele impilo khuleni kwethu vele asikhulisa gogo naye gogo bangaholi imbeshini. Yabo asikhulisa ngokusathengise ene bukude namkhulu vele bakanalo imfati. Kumbile bengayikho right kakhulu. Yabo so begogo bekazama vele ngendlela ukuthi naye outcome ukuze sikhule.
But this glimmer of hope was dashed when both his grandmother and mother died within months of each other, leaving the children to fend for themselves.
Then mina ngwesi-2 vele kumama wafunza wayekela ka standard 8 uma ayekela wayekela lokuthi aye emgodini
esikolo ngasekiswa ngoba bese ngibona nami ukuthi angisanambahla ngihamba esikoleni ngakadlanga vele kahle hle mhlawumbe ngisengifiswa ngilala abancane ayekela konke vele sabona into khona asale ngifocus ngithola imali uthi ama dreams wona bayakhona kwazi isikhathi ukuthi bangifunza lethami ngisafunza ngifisa ukuthi ngisebenze ngibe architect to draw like so
sizwayekela isikole lenwaya emgodini because babona ukuthi uma naye atosebenza khona lokungxanele angeta nawo ukuthi sikhona ukuphila la ekhaya bo
ngoba ngisebenza ama piece job yona imali bengithola but bengasolve leli thing.
So temptation was to knock at the now desperate Sizwe's door. He had heard about the miners in his town and knew that the kind of money they were making would support both him and his family. He needed to do this to survive.
How much did you hlangana nabo? Zizono hlangana nje ngawo la. Yabo, bakusala la unethavela yabo. Ngibe piece job la ngibhizi ngawo. Ngobona manje ngendlela abagcoke ngayo ngendlela nawo entathinto ngayo lamakubo ngibona ukuthi okay right shothi la baphila khona kuyaphileka yabo ngisinami ngcono ngizama ukuthi ngiphile kanye nabo lamajita lawa yabo so ngawatshela inkinga yami obe ngiyalwa zendoda lena akudlalwa yabo lena lifanele dog if more sure ukuthi wena uyelela umndeni wakho ungayeli ukuthi wena unyabela ukuthi sina sidlala imali kumbe njani yabo ngisithe umndeni wami nami ngifuna ukusebenza le job lenisebenzayo obe wangichazela wathi okay lena asisebenze ngakuthi sisebenza ngokomthetho siyanjonja kahle kahle.
The challenges are that on the surface we have many entrances of the old workings and the illegals tend to come in the old workings. That's on the top of the mountain. And the challenge is to close all those workings and prevent them from getting into the workings where they could derive some gold from.
Langitshela lona ukuthi okay sitohamba ngemhlakabani awube groceries besithenga bekudla kuma 2000 rand 3000 rand ngoba suka sathi ukuthi siyohlala le. La besingena khona la besifika imoto isibeke la sehle ngamatubani phansi baqela phansi kweli bridge la sicela lapho ngisambe so camper kunelinye libridge stimela phambili sifike sikempe khona siqale lamkhathi sise right after lokho siyahamba singena kuwele lezindaba tonke kugcina ini lokhona sisiyafika lesikhaleni dinyowa malephathi yonke lento esayidibana nazo sinokuphuka noma ubhizi uhamba etinzabeni uwe ushelele uphuke nokhubuka kuningi vele
There's up to 32% of unemployment in South Africa at the moment. And these guys were probably previous employers. They've been retrenched at some stage. They have experience. They are encouraging younger people to come in and assist them. And they show them where to get in, how to get in. And with the price, the current price of gold being at $1,300 to $1,400 an ounce, it makes it extremely lucrative to get into this market and to steal and actually get gold, because an ounce of gold is only 31 grams, and if you take a teaspoon, that's 5 grams, it's like 6 teaspoons and you have an ounce of gold. And that's why they do it. It's easy money.
Se ngesikhala leso utawungena utholakala phinze futhi ubambe inzamba ubamba lenzambo qhubeka vele ngetinzambo toti uzofika le emalini but khamba kwethu besingahambi la kusebenza khona manje besihamba mine le yakutsala.
What it is the old workings, a lot of them, they are small areas that have been left behind to act as pillars, act as stabilizing areas. And these guys, these men, are going into unsafe areas that have been worked 100 years ago. And they're unsafe in that nature has washed away a lot of the surroundings, and therefore they are dangerous. They don't have the proper equipment, they don't have ropes, they don't have ladders. They go in with maybe a ski rope, and they go down 100, 150 meters on a ski rope. So it's highly dangerous. And so when they get to halfway down or halfway up, fatigue sets in, and they'll fall and come to their death.
Nenzambo vele ukuthi ngekho safety 100% ngoba
ngicala tuwendlela yokulala besilala bomadala side nje vele hayi labasebenzi bemayini bangafiki khona la silala khona besithatha tigodo nje mathimba ukuthi mathimba silungise sente ngakho nje vele lona mbhede wami umuntu vele uyathi uthi okay lona mbhede wabana ngale tigodo lesilala kude sekuba nelitshenyana umcamelo wakho lapho geza bekungekho vele imani into nje lebesigeza besimane siphatha brush ni colgate nje sichaya matinyo kuphela into lebesigeza nje ngiloko kuphela atifotona betiningi lebesihlangabetana nato betiningi kakhulu njoba betholakala ubambena ikhorela ni TB emathambo njoba lapha kungcolile vele uma ngabe kuplaster lama bhoma lapha emayini nelesimoko lesalapha bisingoti vele njoba bisigcwala yonke lenzawo la sikhona khona yabona uvela uhogela sona bekumele sithole kuma dust mask sibe nawo mara nawo bekunga protect kangaka yabona njoba ne tithuma besingatithuma khashana besithumela nje duzane nje nawo usuka la ungakhona khona lethi ungakwacela kancane ucimela ithoshi ucithile uyatithuma lapha nale miyane lebeyisuka lapha la sithumele khona beyibuya khona la sometimes lapha ekudleni udla nayo yabona semakorea nalamani lebesinikwa nathi la sinye isikhathi besithiwa langcolile vele ubanjwe amakhorela.
Sometimes sinokushaya lama blaster ngawo emayini. Maybe asikabamba ngasikhathi esifanele nje ukuthi sometimes usikhathi bawo plant lama jardin. I expect ukuthi maybe bakala le hour kuze hour noma bafuma ngwane ushaya kuma past 2 plastic ba past 2 yabo. So if it's in the most shaya past 2 so la akakhala izinto abakaplantanga namuhla kanti maybe kuthola ukuthi baplantile edinge maybe bashaya be 2 hours yabo. Thola ukuthi aqhuma sisilapha sisiya imambuzi besizwazi besithola Nigeria besithola Namibia Botswana Lesotho uKenya yonke le gang nje eAfrica bese bacombine njonja yabo. Bosibaningi ngale indlela lokuthi noma sihamba nasendleleni ukuthatha 2 days or 3 days ukuthi ufike le imali iningi lapha kakhulu imali ayibe noma sibesiyende imali kakhulu andike ngoba vele thina labe sibasebenzele bebastropa kakhulu besebenzela ema-agriculture eZimbabwe hayi le ndine kanjani bekutholakala ukuthi labantu basiprovide ngayonke into esifunayo especially to get transport ne to get grocer basho ukuthi okay right le mali lena sitawube sitoyithatha for ukudla just ngoba stila ngegold kuphela now nonke nganitsengisela ngifuna ngitsengisela but ufuna ube nalo one vele ukuthi uvele ngisebenza naye vele ekucaleni besinokubambisana nalawo ma security lawo ukuthi even nombanjwa ngibanjwe 3 times ngibanjwa ngama security ama security besinokuthi masibamba bafuna share 50-50 lo sukuphetha.
Weekly, we have our securities going through these old sites, and should we find any illegals, they are apprehended and they are taken to the local magistrate and they are booked and charged.
Okay, lama security lawo ngiyo lawo aqala bonda bonke lokho ukuthi sisinasi kusisiba netibhamu. Okay, na didibhamu because was lama security phinze because ukuthi nanansi bese sibambana inkunzi zisodwa. Indlela besenza ngayo lama security bangasebenzisi le light besebenzisa and if masibona kucala switch off lawo yethu yabo sibuka la ukuthi okay right lo uyandlula kumbondana yabo besenza ngalo so communicate ne njalo bese communicate ngalo light besina dim na bright yabo if mangidim so yathi ukuthi okay right ngidonjona ubona sikahle omkhulu ngoba especially ubona masesilela la sifika scamper khona sibona ngaba nenzawo lenkulu kakhulu ukuthi ubona ukuthi uhlule na ubabala labantu and nokuthi uyoyithola le golide lo ukuthatha isikhathi awu ngofuna niketana line ugcina ufollow ugcina soduba yabo sifuna kusebenzisa isibhama ukuthi ufuna sivele bungalenye indlela vele ngi-understanding ngendlela sibaningi ngayo ngendlela ngicole ngayo ngendlela kumnyama ngayo yabo awu lo thatha lobuya muva ukuthi ngibanjwe ngizibani inkunzi yabo lo munye afika sometimes afika dubule nyawo ukudubula awufa yabo makuningi lokwendike phambi kwemehlamo ngobona ukuthi lana vele sekuyabulawana vele isikhathini ngivebe babulala.
But those that have been actually found dead on the eastern properties are the ones that have fallen to their death in mine skirmishes and have been shot by their own country guys, by their own illegal, in that they've been stealing each other's gold. So that is one of the biggest problems, is where they're in conflict with each other and they form teams with each other. And these guys they have no bars, they have no scruples. They have nothing to stop them from doing what they want to do.
With new, tougher security in place, it was only a matter of time before Sizwe and his fellow thieves were apprehended, but not without gunfire and loss of life. Sizwe convinced his team to surrender, which they did. They were marched out the mine by the security, but the exit was anything but easy. Sizwe was severely beaten to within an inch of his life and hauled off unceremoniously to Barberton prison. He would spend the next 18 months of his life here, due to his poverty-stricken family not having money to bail him out.
Hulle bring hulle uit vir ons gaan hulle agter op die bakkie laai en hulle vervoer na die polisiestasie toe waar ons hulle gaan aflewer.
Bakhona abantu labahlala la esigodini la bantwana babo bakhona la bayako emgodini yabo babuya yabo seve ukuthi kunabantu lababoshiwe emgodini kwavela e-TV but abazaye bakhomba ukuthi njani edi bakhuluma sinabantu lababoshiwe emgodini babala inamba yabo then thina sicabanga ukuthi maybe sizo ukhona kulabo se basitshela bathi yana uboshiwe bababala lababoshiwe and labe baboshiwe ukuthi basesikhumane bangake yabo babala ngetinzawo.
His sister couldn't even afford the taxi fare of 70 rand to come and visit her brother while he served out his full sentence.
Ngabuka buhlungu ukuthi siziso uboshiwe yabo ngoba bekude namle ngingakwenda ukuthi like aphume ejele labo aboshana abazange bahlala isikhathi lesithe bakhona ukuthi batali bawo bakhona kuyobakhipha yabo then thina sazama ngoba bebaya to amabhayari abo bayocela imali then amabhayari bayabanika imali bakhona ukuphuma then thina uma siya bebasho ukuthi imali ukhona someone latila tothatha imali ngabuva ubuhlungu ngaloko ngoba bekude lesingakwenda thina simndeni ukuthi yena aphume.
When Sizwe finally got released, out of sheer desperation for his family, he thought he'd try again with the same crew, this time at a different mine. Things didn't go well, and they were forced to leave quickly. Exiting the mine proved anything but easy, as one of Sizwe's crew explains.
Singahambeni mara uma ngabe nikhuphuka lapha nanifika letulu kulabantu lasibashiye letulu batokhona kunidonsa nifika niyacupha lo mhlaba lenawo niyabanika wonke umuntu nemuntu uyacupha niyabanika njalo njalo ukuthi sisho ukuthi nibabhada nje wabona bakakhona uyofika le phansi bamele ukuthi batokhona ukuthi badonsele abantu labasuka phansi bakhuphuka sakhuphuka ke sahamba sakhuphuka nasifika lapha bekhuphuka ngabantu ngathi safika ngathi ngaboma 3 emini cetha kushayisa 7 sakhuphuka bekhuphuka umuntu loyi-1 beyakhuphuka ngicabanga 30 minutes plus or minus 30 minutes loyi-1 kukhuphuka kwakhe letulu khuphuka mina ngaya letulu ngabe sengiyenda sakubita ngeligama nangibita le phansi nangibita le phansi ngiyenda sakubita ngamunye ngithi okay noma ngithi Sizwe khuphuka yabona atfase nje wena sikhuphuka lapha bese uthi fasa vele ngenzambo obambele wena bongakhona ukuthi ihambele na umuntu nje vela ukhona ukuthi ihambele lapha senda sakukudonsa vele simdonsa abuye Sizwe lapha etulu afike Sizwe naye aphumule le 5 minutes sicubeke sidonsela omunye kwathi nasesiyodonsa we5 we6 samdonsa kwathi nasesemkhathini nenza wathi sima yabona nasima wathi usaphumula sathi okay phumula wathi donsani futhi sadonsa nasidonsa seva ngathi lo muntu akasakhona ukukhuluma lapha nasichubeka sidonsa siva wathi wo nasichubeka siloku simdonsa wathi wo nasithi wo sathi kanti lenzambo ifase njani wathi lenzambo seyisenyaweni yabona sho ukuthi bese isukile la ngale ndlela beyabophe ngakhona sho sakade bophanga ngale ndlela sibakhombe ngakhona thi kuze umuntu nathi bopha kufuna ukuthi bophe vele ibuye uhlala la manje kubihamba nala yabona like ngathi uyigqokile. So sathi manje okay njengoba uthi wena inzambo isenyaweni sekufuneka sente njani ngathi okay hayi donsana sathi sisadonsa wathi sekukhumuka elibhuthi sathi silalela lokho waphuma lapha kule nzambo wabuyela phansi wafika wavele ngoba nasekabuyile la ngaphandle wasitshela ukuthi okay bese kalimele bekaphuka imbambo nalethinyawo tuyithuba etiphuke tonke kulomunye lo wethu lebekakhona le phansi labe bale phansi sathi thina abamthathe bayombeka estation batafiti 70 mthathe timkhiphe ngaphandle ngelicash bakhona ukuthi bamise esibhedlele
ngokuthi itinye tinto if ngabe bengakahamba ngalamajita itinye tinto bengakuboni and letinye tinto zakhona ngivisa abhlungu and lokho longakubona phambelini angeke kube lula ukuthi maybe ngukhohlwa but kona lokufika kulomcundo noma ngoba akukho lo maybe since ngaqala akukho lokho maybe kwaba mnanzi yabo yonke into beyingalenye indlela yabo bengalenye indlela ngendlela kungayo noma ngihlidi yafika la memories lawo la emqondo wami alright lapho kulimala kwabantu especially tukwe kulabantu vele lebesebenzisana nabo noma ngiko lo vele bekwenika itori letingangithuli sikuphumula right yabo bene bani lebibafa bene bani lebibabola ngibabukile ene mina phambelini ngakasingenanga loba mina umuntu bengamanzi uzimakafile unjani makabolile unjani kumbe lithambo lemuntu linjani kumbe smell semuntu sinjani yabo so kuloko kumbe kuwa kwelitshe kulibulale abantu ngelenye indlela vele ngeke ngikhona ukudescribe apha
bengivela abhlungu ngahlanye futhi bengijabula ngoba kukhombisa ukuthi uyasithanda bengivela abhlungu ngoba kuneti ingodi embuthini yeah and uyekela ifuture because emgodini akuna future ngoba utongena bamdubule o afe because match ayabagxoba yabo mayinayo bekungende amgxoba
nyala angichuku kahle ngibona ukuthi nyalo nje nalengqondo iconfuse yabo but even my plans next year bengiplan for next year yabo ukuthi maybe next year ngazama ukuthi maybe ngiyubuka ijob ngale maybe with bank ngalabo job ngoba nale piece job vele ngokutsala vele benganginedisa yabo so my ngithole vele ukuthi maybe ba permanent maybe efamini maybe just a job lento wathi is okay right end of ngithole imali leso ngombe ukuze nokhona kunomehlo futhi yini level sengifisile leyo but nyala abanyala kona lokufika kulomcundo noma ngoba akukho lo maybe since ngaqala akukho lokho maybe kwaba mnanzi yabo yonke into beyingalenye indlela yabo bengalenye indlela ngendlela kungayo noma ngihlidi yafika la memories lawo la emqondo wami alright lapho kulimala kwabantu especially tukwe kulabantu vele lebesebenzisana nabo noma ngiko lo vele bekwenika itori letingangithuli sikuphumula right yabo bene bani lebibafa bene bani lebibabola ngibabukile ene mina phambelini ngakasingenanga loba mina umuntu bengamanzi uzimakafile unjani makabolile unjani kumbe lithambo lemuntu linjani kumbe smell semuntu sinjani yabo so kuloko kumbe kuwa kwelitshe ulibulale abantu or ngelenye indlela vele ngeke ngikhona ukudescribe
bengivela buhlungu ngahlanye futhi bengijabula ngoba kukhombisa ukuthi uyasithanda bengivela buhlungu ngoba kuneti ingodi emgotini yeah and uyekela ifuture because emgotini akuna future ngoba utongena bamdubule or afe because match ayabagxoba yabo mayinayo bekungende amgxoba
nyala angichubu kahle ngibona ukuthi nyala nje nalengqondo inconfused yabo but even my plans in next year bengiplan for the next year yabo because maybe next year ngazama because maybe ngiyubuka ijob ngale with bank ngalabo job ngoba nale piece job vele kutsala benganginedisa yabo so my ngithole vele ukuthi maybe ngiba permanent maybe efamini maybe just a job lento wathi is okay right end of ngithole imali leso ukuze nokhona kunomehluko futhi yini lezo sengifisile but nyala akwanyala shosi la baphila khona kuyaphileka yabo ngisinamngcono ngizama ukuthi ngiphile kanye nabo lamajita lawa yabo so ngawatshela inkinga yami obe ngiyala wazendoda lena akudlalwa yabo lena lifana le dog if more sure ukuthi wena uyelela umndeni wakho ungayeli ukuthi wena unyabela ukuthi sina sidlala imali kumbe njani yabo ngisithe umndeni wami nami ngifuna ukusebenza le job leni isebenzayo obe wangichazela wathi okay lena asisebenza ngokuthi sisebenza ngokomthetho siyanjonja kahle kahle.
The challenges are that on the surface we have many entrances of the old workings, and the illegals tend to come in the old workings that's on the top of the mountain, and the challenge is to close all those workings and prevent them from getting into the workings that where they could derive some gold from.
Langitshela lona ukuthi okay sitohamba ngemhlakabani angobe groceries besithenga bebe kudla kuma 2000 rand 3000 rand ngoba suka sathi ukuthi siyohlala le. La besingena khona la besifika imoto isibeke la sehle ngematubane baqela phansi kwelibridge la sicethe lapho ngisambe so camper talelinye ilibridge estimela phambili sifike sikhempe khona siqale la mkhathi sise right after lokho sisihamba singena kuzabe siwele lizaba tonge kugcine lokhona sisiyafika lesikhaleni dinyowa malephathi yonke lento sayidibana nayo nokuphuka noma ubhizi uhamba etinzabeni uwe ushelele uphuke nokhubuka kuningi vele because ukuthi nanansi bese sibambana inkunzi zisodwa. Indlela besenza ngayo besenza lama security bangasebenzisi light le7 and if masibona kucala switch off lawo yethu yabo sibuka la ukuthi okay right no uyandlula kumbondana yabo besenza ngalo so to communicate thina sebenze njalo bese communicate ngalo light besina dim na bright yabo if mangidim so yathi ukuthi okay right ngidonjwa nje ubona sikahle umkhulu ngoba especially ubona masesilela la sifika camp akho sibona ngaba nenzawo lenkulu kakhulu usibona ukuthi uhlule na ubabala labantu and nokuthi uyithola le golide lo ukuthatha isikhathi awu ngofuna niketana line ugcina ufollow ugcina soduba yabo sifuna kusebenzisa isibhama ukuthi ufuna sivele bungalenye indlela vele ngi-understanding ngendlela sibaningi ngayo ngendlela ngicole ngayo ngendlela kumnyama ngayo yabo awu lo thatha lobuya muva ukuthi ngibanjwe ngizibani inkunzi yabo lo munye afika sometimes afika dubula inyawo ukudubula awufa yabo makuningi lokwendike phambi komehlamo ngobona ukuthi lana vele sekuyabulawana vele isikhathini ngivebe babulala.
But those that have been actually found dead on the eastern properties are the ones that have fallen to their death in mine skirmishes and have been shot by their own country guys, by their own illegal, in that they've been stealing each other's gold. So that is one of the biggest problems, is where they're in conflict with each other and they form teams with each other. And these guys they have no bars, they have no scruples. They have nothing to stop them from doing what they want to do.
With new, tougher security in place, it was only a matter of time before Sizwe and his fellow thieves were apprehended, but not without gunfire and loss of life. Sizwe convinced his team to surrender, which they did. They were marched out the mine by the security, but the exit was anything but easy. Sizwe was severely beaten to within an inch of his life and hauled off unceremoniously to Barberton prison.
Sisilapha imambuti Swazi besithola Nigeria besithola Namibia Botswana Lesotho uKenya yonke le gang nje eAfrica bese bacombine njonja yabo bosibaningi ngalenye indlela lokuthi noma sihamba nasendleleni ukuthatha 2 days or 3 days ukuthi ufike imali iningi lapha imali ayive noma sibesiyende imali kakhulu andike ngoba vele thina labe sibasebenzele bebastropa kakhulu besebenzela ema-agriculture eZimbabwe hayi le ndine kanjani bekutholakala ukuthi labantu basiprovide ngayonke into esifunayo especially tukwe transport ne tukwe grocer basho ukuthi okay right le mali lena sitawube sitoyithatha for ukudla just ngoba stila ngegold kuphela now nonke nganitsengisela ngifuna ngitsengisela but ufuna ube nalo one vele ukuthi uvele ngisebenza naye vele ekucaleni besinokuba nawo besinokubambisana nalawo ma security lawo ukuthi even nombanjwa ngibanjwe 3 times ngibanjwa nama security ama security besinokuthi masibamba bafuna share 50-50 lo sukuphetha.
Weekly, we have our securities going through these old sites, and should we find any illegals, they are apprehended and they are taken to the local magistrate and they are booked and charged.
Okay, lama security lawo ngiyo lawo aqala bonda bonke lo ukuthi sisinasi kusisiba netibhamu. Okay, na dibhamu because of lama security phinze because ukuthi nanansi bese sibambana inkunzi zisodwa. Indlela besenza ngayo lama security bangasebenzisi light le7 and if masibona kucala switch off lawo yethu yabo sibuka la ukuthi okay right no uyandlula kumbonani yabo besenza ngalo so to communicate thina service njalo bese communicate ngalo light besina team na bright yabo if mang team so yathi ukuthi okay right ngidonjona ubona sikahle omkhulu ngoba especially ubona masesilela la sifika camp akho sibona ngaba nenzawo lenkulu kakhulu usibona ukuthi uhlule na ubabala labantu and nokuthi uyothola le golide lo ukuthatha isikhathi awu ngofuna niketana line ugcina ufollow ugcina sowuduba yabo so ufuna kusebenzisa isibhama ukuthi ufuna vele bungalenye indlela vele ngi-understanding ngendlela sibaningi ngayo ngendlela ngigcole ngayo ngendlela kumnyama ngayo yabo awu lo thatha lo buyamuva ukuthi ngibanjwe ngizibani inkunzi yabo lo munye afika sometimes afika nokuthi uyothola le golide lo ukuthatha isikhathi awu ngofuna niketana line ugcina ufollow ugcina sowuduba yabo so ufuna kusebenzisa isibhama ukuthi ufuna vele bungalenye indlela vele ngi-understanding ngendlela sibaningi ngayo ngendlela ngigcole ngayo ngendlela kumnyama ngayo yabo awu lo thatha lo buyamuva ukuthi ngibanjwe ngizibani inkunzi yabo lo munye afika sometimes afika udubula inyawo ukudubula awufa yabo makuningi lokwendike phambi kwemihlamba ngobona ukuthi lana vele sekuyabulawana vele isikhathini ngivebe wabulala.
But those that have been actually found dead on the eastern properties are the ones that have fallen to their death in mine skirmishes and have been shot by their own country guys, by their own illegal, in that they've been stealing each other's gold. So that is one of the biggest problems, is where they're in conflict with each other and they form teams with each other. And these guys they have no bars, they have no scruples. They have nothing to stop them from doing what they want to do.
With new, tougher security in place, it was only a matter of time before Sizwe and his fellow thieves were apprehended, but not without gunfire and loss of life. Sizwe convinced his team to surrender, which they did. They were marched out the mine by the security, but the exit was anything but easy. Sizwe was severely beaten to within an inch of his life and hauled off unceremoniously to Barberton prison. He would spend the next 18 months of his life here, due to his poverty-stricken family not having money to bail him out.
Batali bami vele bashona nginala bekangikhulisa ngakhuliswa ngogogo vele ya ngoba vele impilo ukukhuleni kwethu vele asikhulisa gogo naye gogo bangahoni imbeshini yabo asikhulisa ngokuthi athengise and bukude namkhulu vele bakanalo umfati kumpilo bengayikho right kakhulu yabo so begogo bekazama vele ngendlela ukuthi naye outcome ukuthi sizikhulu.
But this glimmer of hope was dashed when both his grandmother and mother died within months of each other, leaving the children to fend for themselves.
Then mina ngwesithu vele kumama wafunza wayekela ka standard 8 uma ayekela wayekela lokuthi aye emgodini
Isikolo ngasekiswa ngoba bese ngibona nami ukuthi angisanambahla and ngihamba esikoleni ngakadlanga. Vele kahle hle mhlawumbe ngisengifiswa ngilala abancane. Ayikela konke vele sabona into khona asale ngifocus ngithola imali. Uthi ama dreams wona bayakhona kwazi isikhathi ukuthi bangifunza. Le time ngisafunda ngifisa ukuthi ngisebenze ngibe architect to draw like so.
Sizwayekela isikole lenwaya emgodini because babona ukuthi uma naye atosebenza khona lokunxanele angeta nawo ukuthi sikhona ukuphila like haybo.
Ngoba ngisebenza ama piece job. Yona imali bengithola but bengasolve leli thing.
So temptation was to knock at the now desperate Sizwe's door. He had heard about the miners in his town and knew that the kind of money they were making would support both him and his family. He needed to do this to survive.
Machita ngihlangana nabo. Ngizohlangana nje ngawo la. Yebo, ngokutsala la une tavela yabo. Ngibe ne piece job ngibhizi ngawo. Ngobona machita ngendlela abagcoke ngayo ngendlela nawo endatinto ngayo lamakubo. Ngibona ukuthi okay right. Shothi la baphila khona kuyaphileka. Yabo, ngisinami ngcono ngizama ukuthi ngiphile kanye nabo la machita lawa yabo. So awatshela inkinga yami obe ngiyalwa zendoda lena akudlalwa yabo into efana le dog if more sure ukuthi wena uyelela umndeni wakho ungayeli ukuthi wena unyabela ukuthi sina sidlala imali kumbe njani yabo ngisithe umndeni wami nami ngifuna ukusebenza le job leni isebenzayo obe wangichazela wathi okay lena asisebenze ngako ukuthi sisebenza ngokomthetho siyanjonja kahle kahle.
The challenges are that